The Rangers are back, tied for a playoff spot. The Rangers are creeping up in the playoff race. The Senators lose yet again. The Bruins are back in the third in the Atlantic as the Bolts falter yet again. We'll get to all of these games that have happened and what the standings look like coming up right now. Hello everyone, welcome back to another game recap video here at the Instant Hockey channel. Before we begin this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe below. Thank you for all your support whenever it's with you guys. So if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe button down below and don't forget to comment down in the comment section below so we can all discuss today's video. So in today's video, we've got another interesting game recap video that saw a lot of intriguing games happen over the last couple of days. So get to all those games here. First, we saw the New Jersey Devils score 5 unanswered goals and they beat the Boston Bruins 5-1 as they've ended their 4-game losing streak, have a point in 6 of 8 and improved to 27-17-6. Well, the Bruins have their 4-game point streak end and they fall at 23-20-6, so a bad loss there from Boston. For the Devils, Hischier had 3-point night, goal, 2 assists. Mercer scored twice. Hamilton had goal and assist. Meyer had 2 assists. Nosen also scored. Markstrom and Allen, who combined in that game to stop 22 of 23 shots the Devils faced in the win. So a very good tandem effort there with Markstrom going out with an injury in the middle of that game, but a very good win there for the Devils as they dominate and beat up the Boston Bruins. Then we saw Columbus Blue Jackets jump out to a 4-goal lead, and they would add the 5th goal thanks to this goal here from Adam Fantilli, your Uncle Square Sportsman. But Fantilli would get his hat trick, and with his family in the crowd, the Jackets would beat the Maple Leafs 5-1 as they won 7 of 9 and improved to 23-18-7, while the Leafs fall to 30-17-2, having their 3-game win streak end. So a bad loss there from Toronto. For the Jackets, Fantilli has first career hat trick. Del Bel Baluz had a goal and an assist. James Van Riemsdyk also scored, and Merzlikins stuck 28-29 shots he faced in the win for the Jackets, while Matthews was a lone goal scorer for the Leafs in the loss. So a bad loss there from Toronto as they falter and lose some ground in the Atlantic Division. Then we saw the Winnipeg Jets in a back and forth game get the overtime winner and beat the Colorado Avalanche 3-2 in overtime as they have a point in 6 of 8 and improved to 32-14-3, while the Avalanche have lost 4 of 6 and fall 28-19-2 on the year. Bad loss there from Colorado. For the Jets, Nemesnikov and Morrissey both had 2 assists, and Baron Velarde and Pionk, who had the OT winner, were the 3 goal scorers for the Jets in the win, while Duran had 2 assists, and Makar and McKinnon were 2 goal scorers for the Avalanche in the loss. So an intriguing game there that had to go to overtime, but the Jets would come away with the victory. And then we saw the LA Kings overcome a 3rd period deficit and came from behind to beat the Florida Panthers 2-1, as they have won 7 of 11 and improved to 26-14-5, while the Panthers have fallen to 28-18-3, a bad loss there from Florida. For the Kings, Hellenius, who scores first career NHL goal, and Kempe were 2 goal scorers, and Kemper stopped 27-28 shots he faced in the win for the Kings, with Rodriguez being the lone goal scorer for the Panthers in the loss. So a bad loss there from Florida, but at least they don't lose some ground because the Leafs also lost, so interesting note there. Those were the 4 games we saw over on Wednesday, going over to the 11 we saw over on Thursday. First we saw the Detroit Red Wings open up a 3-goal lead and beat the Montreal Canadiens 4-2 as they improved to 22-21-5, back above 500 for Detroit, while the Montreal Canadiens fall to 24-20-4. Bad loss there for Montreal, losing some ground in the playoff race. For the Red Wings, Larkin had a goal and an assist, Sider had 2 assists, and Kopp, DeBrincat, and Bergeron also scored for the Red Wings in the win, while Doc had a goal and an assist, and Gouli also scored for the Canadiens in the loss. So a bad loss there for Montreal as they falter and lose some ground in that division. Then we saw the Carolina Hurricanes score 5 second-period goals, including this goal here from Jordan Martinook, which at the time made it 5-2, and Uncle Square Sportsnet, but Martinook was able to make it a 5-2 game, and the Carolina Hurricanes would hold on and beat the Columbus Blue Jackets 7-4 as they have won 4 straight 6 of 8 and improved to 30-16-3, hitting the 30-win mark. While the Blue Jackets have lost 3 of 4 and fall to 23-19-7, a bad stretch here for Columbus. For the Hurricanes, Jarvis had a 4-point night, 2 goals, 2 assists. Aho had a 3-point night, goal, 2 assists. Blake had a goal and an assist. Natchez and Stahl both had 2 assists. And Martinook, Robinson, Kotkaniemi also scored for the Hurricanes in the win, while Van Riemsdyk and Ken Johnson both had a goal and an assist. Jack Johnson and Fantilli both had 2 assists. And Voronkov and Marchenko both also scored for the Jackets in the loss. So a high-scoring, high-event game as these 2 teams usually produce, but it was the Carolina Hurricanes coming away with the victory in this one. Then we saw the New York Rangers score 6 unanswered goals and destroy the Philadelphia Flyers 6-1 as they have a 10-game point streak and improved to 24-20-4, and they're 1 point out of a playoff spot after they were doing so badly in the month of December. While the Philadelphia Flyers have their 3-game win and 6-game point streak end, and they fall to 22-21-6, only back to 1 game above 500, so bad stuff there for Philadelphia. For the Rangers, Fox, Miller, Smith, and Hito all had a goal and an assist. Edstrom and Schneider both also scored, and Shesterkin stopped 33 of 34 shots he faced in the win for the Rangers, while Tippett was one goal scorer for the Flyers in the loss. So a ballast there from Philadelphia, falling at the hands of the New York Rangers. Then we saw Boston open the scoring, and it was all they needed. They shut out the Ottawa Senators 2-0, as Boston has a point of 5 at 6 and improved to 24-20-6, while the Senators fall to 24-20-4. Bad loss there from Ottawa. For the Bruins, Pastrnak had a goal and an assist. Geeky also scored, and Korpisalo stopped all 29 shots he faced in the show and won against his old team, while Forsberg stopped 24 of 25 shots he faced in the loss. So really good goaltending performance, but the Bruins were able to get the one goal they needed to win this game. Then we saw the Utah Hockey Club open the scoring and shut out the Minnesota Wild 4-0. Dominant victory there for Utah, as they've won 3 straight and improved to 21-19-7, creeping closer to a playoff spot, while the Wild have lost 4 of 5 and fall 28-16-4. Bad loss there for Minnesota. For Utah, Hayton scored twice, DeSimone had 2 assists, Keller and Krause both also scored, and Vejmelka stopped all 26 shots he faced in the show and win for the Utah Hockey Club. So a really good win there for Utah as he took down the Minnesota Wild. Then we saw Vegas Golden Knights open up a 2-goal lead, or restored the 2-goal lead a couple of times, including this time here from Pavel Dorofeev. He scored a power play goal that gave the Knights a 3-1 lead at that point, and that would wind up being the game winners. They beat the Blues 4-2. As the Knights have ended their 4-game losing streak and improved to 30-14-4, finally hitting the 30-win mark, while the Blues fall 23-22-4 in the year. Bad loss there for St. Louis. For the Knights, Stone had a goal and an assist. Olofsson and Dorofeev and Hurdle also scored for the Knights in the win, with Kyrou and Thomas the 2 goal scorers for the Blues in the loss. So the young guys get on the board, but a bad loss there for St. Louis as they lose ground in the playoff race. Then we saw the Edmonton Oilers jump out to a 5-goal lead. And this matchup again between the Oilers and the Canucks, the Oilers will come away with a 6-2 victory over the Canucks, as they've won 5 of 7 and improved to 30-15-3, while the Canucks have lost 4 of 5, 8 of 10, and fall to 20-17-10. Canucks are not doing overly good right now. For the Oilers, Hyman had 2 goals and an assist, and Dressel, who had a goal and 2 assists, both had 3-point nights. Eugene Hopkins had a goal and an assist, and Kapanen and Henrique both also scored for the Oilers in the win, with Bether having a goal and an assist, and Ronick also scoring for the Canucks in the loss. So a bad loss there from the Canucks as they lose ground in the playoff race and lose yet again to the Oilers. Then we saw the Calgary Flames score 4 unanswered goals and took down the Buffalo Sabres 5-2, as they have won 5 of 7 and improved to 23-16-7, while the Sabres have lost 4 of 6 and fall to 18-25-5. Bad stuff there for Buffalo. For the Flames, Huberdeau had a goal and 2 assists, and Kadri, who had a goal and 2 assists, both had 3-point nights. Belgier had a goal and an assist. Backlund and Sharangovich both also scored for Flames in the win, with Samuelson having a goal and an assist, and Thompson also scoring for the Sabres in the loss. So a bad loss there from Buffalo as they falter and lose to the Calgary Flames. Then we saw the Washington Capitals open the scoring and shout the Seattle Kraken 3-0, having another goal, this one here, into the empty net from Alex Ovechkin on All Sportsnet. Ovechkin's only 20 goals away from catching Gretzky, as the Capitals get a massive 3-0 victory over Seattle, as they have a 6-game win and 12-game point streak and improved to 33-10-5, while the Kraken fall to 21-25-3 on the year. Bad loss there for Seattle. For the Washington Capitals, Protas, Ovechkin, who like we said is now only 20 away from Gretzky, and Frank were the 3 goal scorers, and Lindgren stopped all 22 shots he faced in the shutout and victory for Washington. So another fantastic defensive performance there from the Capitals as they shut out the Seattle Kraken. Then we saw the Anaheim Ducks score the last 3 goals of the game and destroyed the Pittsburgh Penguins 5-1, as they've ended their 4-game losing streak and improved to 19-23-6, while the Penguins have lost 5 of 7 and fall to 20-22-8. A bad loss there from Pittsburgh. For the Ducks, Killorn and McTavish both scored twice. Cherry and Trouba both had 2 assists. Bertrano also scored, and Gibson stopped 31 of 32 shots he faced in the win for the Ducks, while Bunting was a 1 goal scorer for Penguins in the loss. So a bad loss there from Pittsburgh as they falter at the hands of the Anaheim Ducks. And then in the second half of a home and home, we saw the Nashville Predators blow multiple 3-goal leads, but recovered and beat the San Jose Sharks 6-5, as they've won 5 straight, 7 of 9, and improved to 18-22-7, dropping the Sharks, who have lost 5 straight, 8 of 9, to 14-31-6. A bad loss there from the San Jose Sharks. For the Predators, Shea had 3 assists. Forsberg scored twice. Novak and Svechkov both had a goal and an assist. LaRue had 2 assists, and Nyquist and Stamkos both also scored for Predators in the win. While Granlund had 3 assists. Ferraro had a goal and an assist. Kovalenko had 2 assists. And Thrun Celebrini, Dewar, who scores first as a member of the San Jose Sharks, and Zetterlund also scored for the Sharks in the loss. So there was an intriguing game there. Another high event game between the Predators and the Sharks. But in this one, once again, the Predators come away with the victory. So those were some interesting games from our past couple of days, lots of intriguing action. So just to recap how it affects the current NHL standings. So at this current point in time, 4 teams in the East have reached the 60-point plateau. That's the Leafs who have had 62, the Hurricanes who have 63, the Devils who have 60, and the Capitals who lead the league, being the first team to hit 70 points at 71 right now. Very good stuff there for the Capitals. The Panthers are still sitting at 59 points at second in the Atlantic, and the Bruins are at 54 at third in the Atlantic. Then you have 53-point Tampa as well as 53-point Columbus, the 2 wildcard teams right now, and they're followed by 52-point New York Rangers, Ottawa Senators, and Montreal Canadiens. All of those teams, Bolts, Jackets, Sens, Rangers, and Habs, are within 1 point of each other. So that's an interesting wildcard race. The Flyers are now 3 points back at 50 points. The Red Wings are 4 points back at 49 points. The Penguins are 5 points back at 58 points. The Islanders are currently sitting 8 points back at 45 points. And the Sabres are currently still sitting a big 12 points back of a playoff spot. So that's the East standings. We're going to go over to the Western side. 4 teams have currently hit the 60-point plateau for the West. That's 67-point Winnipeg, 60-point Minnesota, 64-point Vegas, and 63-point Edmonton. Dallas, LA, and Colorado are all very close to 60 points and in still pretty good playoff positions. Then you have the Calgary Flames, who are currently in the second wildcard position at 53 points. Vancouver and St. Louis still sit at 50 points with 3 points back of Calgary. The Utah Hockey Club is at 49 points, only 4 points back of Calgary. And then you currently have Seattle, who's 8 back of Calgary, Anaheim, who's 9 back of Calgary, and Nashville, who's 10 back of Calgary. So still some interesting playoff races, although the Eastern Conference is a lot more close than the Western Conference. So definitely let me hear your thoughts on all of this down in the comment section below. Any of the standings surprise you? Plus, let me hear your thoughts on all the games. Are you surprised Edmonton beat Vancouver? Boston shut out Ottawa? Toronto wound up losing to Columbus? Winnipeg beat Colorado in overtime? LA beat Florida? Nashville beat San Jose again? Definitely let me hear your thoughts on all of that down in the comment section below. That's all I'm going to talk about for today. Or until like this video, if there's a subscribe below. Thank you all your support. We're doing it with you guys. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe button down below. Don't forget to comment down in the comment section below so you can also listen to this video. I also have a blog, talking about news, rumors, analysis, stuff like that. So check that out. Leave a link down in the description below. And catch you guys all for the next video. See you guys soon.